How's it going, guys? We are back in the action with some Civilization 5. Don't know why, but this is one of my most popular series on the channel, and I can't complain because it's a really fun one. Yeah, just back into our game with the Ottomans. Got our fleet here. Thought we might have had to go to war last time around, so we built up a fleet. I actually read the Ottoman, Yeah, I read the Ottomans' abilities, and we get the unique promotion on all of our melee ships called prize ships, which is something that these ships, privateers, do naturally, but it's generally something that's not available when you get up to, like, not battleships, destroyers. So that's really good. We also pay 1/3 of our maintenance cost for melee ships. Not melee ships, for naval ships. So we actually lucked out really hard when we rolled Ottomans on rolling this map. Because we went random. I think we went random. Kathmandu is a new ally. Who would that be? Morocco, okay. We don't care about Morocco. What are we going to build in the capital? Tempted to build more privateers, because I know we can get more value out of them later. Ankara, no. Washington's a pretty good trade route. London's better, okay. So our goals at the moment are to... We have goals, I assure you that much. Yeah, let's be a diplomat. Try to win the game somehow. Most promising lead at the moment is science. After science, we have done some work for a Diplo victory. We're not... I mean, Morocco's still ahead of us in that regard, but second place for a civ that doesn't get any bonuses to that kind of thing, worth it. We're building up culture buildings. That's generally something I always do late. And we're working our way towards research labs so that we can maintain our science lead while building up a navy so we don't have to fight anybody. I'm guessing that the Songhai wanted to use our canal city to get to Kyoto from the other side. Why they didn't take all their ships around the other way, I don't know. World's Fair, we did not get ourselves involved in that. Anything else culture related we can build? And we might as well get that. We're going to pop the Great Scientist. Generally it's better to wait, but we already entered the modern era, so there's no going back at this point. We are in deep and we just have to be the person in charge, because if we're not, things are going to go south. This here is supposed to be our joke city. Not a joke city, our resource city. So we're just going to let it continue to accrue that, like, what? 8 iron? But so you don't accrue resources in Civ. I mean, you kind of do, because you'll have the 8 forever, but yeah, 8's static, so I think that's changed somewhat in Civ 6, but I don't know offhand. But I was looking through games that I'm going to be playing here soon, and next up on my personal list is Dark Souls 3. I've never played it. Not a big fan of it. just the ideal of it, honestly. Because, you know, it came out, and it kind of, I don't know, I played Dark Souls 2 a lot when it first came out, and it got a lot of flack for some of the things that I think Dark Souls 3 still does too. It's just, it has a little bit more tight control scheme to it, which is good. I would like a little bit of a tighter control scheme, because I can't count the number of times I've nearly broke my controller because input lag has screwed me over. But at the same time, you know, it's one of those things where if you play a game that's not, if you play a aspect of the game that seems suboptimal initially enough times, it kind of starts to grow on you, you know? It's like the old Morrowind combat. Like, you can miss 90% of your hits, and it's still somewhat fun because you've expected that from playing it so much. But it's not not new player friendly. I guess is where I'm going with that. As far as this game goes, Civ 5 has always been a pretty new player friendly game. I say that. It's probably not, actually. Yeah, no, I don't think it is. I remember my first game of Civ 5. I think I did okay, but I had watched a lot of Civ 5 up until that point, so I kind of knew the basic mechanics better than somebody who just picks up the game out of the box, you know? I'm a big fan of the old Yogscast Civ series, and I mean, they're not like high-level Civ games. Like, you're not going to see the type of skills that you saw from people like Filthy Robot back in the day, or Marbazir. But, you know, they're competent enough that you can get an understanding of what the game is about and how it works. Which is where I got my start in Civ. As far as our current game goes, we're just kind of chilling, to be honest. I think this is going to be one of our rare peaceful games. I mean, I say peaceful. We've already had technically one war in this game, but that wasn't our fault. The Japanese started it. Are they dead? Oh. Victory program. That wouldn't be it. Yeah. Dude, Japan's just dead. Well, isn't that great? No. I'm not fighting ships of the line. How close are we even to them? Not that close, to be honest. I could come down here and get a city. We're doing really well in happiness. I'm kind of proud of that. I might have lost some of my city-states while I wasn't paying attention. Monaco, I don't know if that one was mine. I think I'll go and take Monaco. Just because I don't know if it was, and I'd rather have it than not have it. And finally, we look over the list to see if anybody wants gold. Nope, nobody wants gold. Okay. So we're just spinning our wheels here for a bit. Thinking over our options. We are getting to the point where somebody needs to start winning the game. And if I have a choice of who that player is, I would rather it be me. Ooh, got a city connection. That one, cool. Yep, all of our cities are connected. That's some good money. Brandenburg Gate has been completed. It's a little late for that, isn't it? 1850. Probably not, actually. Maybe a little, but... little in the context of the game, I think. Don't know when it was built in real life. Doo-doo-doo. No, it's late for real life, too. Should have been constructed in 1790s. About 60 years off of that. So what do I want? I want that. I also want this. This is really good. I don't have enough improvements to really make use of that, so I think I'm going to go with the flat 17. Probably not the most efficient use. And I'm going to take this opportunity to embargo Songhai. They're gone a little bit crazy. I don't want them to... Like, I'd prefer the Songhai to kill Jakarta. But if they're going to go after England, they can get trashed. Yeah, me and your homies, America. Really? I could never have guessed when he murdered my closest neighbor. You know, I think he's plotting about you too. I just didn't have the wherewithal to tell you about it. Probably because I want him to kill you so I don't have to deal with you. Assuming, of course, he's able to do the job, which... I'm kind of doubtful of, if I'm being honest. Cultural... Don't really want to help out Morocco. Might as well get freedom in while everybody's not there yet. Because as soon as one of those assholes did make it into the era, didn't they? You're very welcome, Morocco. I did not expect that level of civility from you. No one did. Why did we go down 9 happiness? That must mean one of our city-states got taken off of us. Yeah. Let's hit up England again. Hello. So we're back up to 12. I still don't understand why we went down so much. Is it just the city-states we've taken? We have 12k to throw around. No, we have 1.2k to throw around. Not really worth it at the moment. You know, looking back at all these commentaries I've done, at least for the Civ aspect of the channel, like, the commentaries are wildly different from one another. I don't know if it's just because I'm scatterbrained or it's just a variant of the day, but we get some weird stuff done. 15 to go. Ooh, big Civ. I'm still not America. Okay. It's America's fault. We were homies, mate. Why'd it gotta be like this? You know what, Morocco? We're cool. Even though you're evil and have a massive empire full of evil people. Yeah, this tech situation's really slow. I don't know what the AI is doing, but they're not doing it right, whatever it is. Fifth largest army, that might be enough to bait this guy into attacking us. I'm a little worried about my security, so we'll get some additional defense. Copper for salt as well. That'd be cool. Awesome. Indonesia is now ally of Byblos. Was Byblos one of ours? I think it was. It was the one we stole off of him. So that right there, a little bit of a glitchy aspect of Civ 5. You shouldn't be able to provide city-states money during other people's turns, but you can. It is a possible outcome. There we are. See the great merchant there, going into Bucharest. Sure. That aligns with my interests quite nicely. So thanks to the peaceful lull we got, we actually got to get a lot done. Still third on the leaderboard. Not proud of that, but don't really need any horsemen, to be honest. You see him? So we can start up a research lab there. Next turn. I don't know, I kind of like I think I like turn-based strategy games more than RTSs. You get a little bit more time to think. Speed and skill factor into RTSs a lot. Especially speed, like, you can be really skilled at a turn-based strategy game. And that does help out a lot. So I guess it kind of balances itself out there, but like, been watching a lot of professional StarCraft lately, StarCraft 2, and like, by the time I'm getting up my second or third base, like, they're like already capped out on army, already either attacking or have won the game by that point. It's like, how can a human be that fast? It's mind-boggling. And I know you're not supposed to compare yourself to, like, because they are professional gamers and they have spent a lot of time maxing out their skills and abilities in that particular game. But still, it's like, it's amazing how much better they are than, like, even like a decent showing. Because I'm not bad at StarCraft, just slow. And like, that is a factor, but it's also Indonesia got that one okay. Yeah. This one you don't really have to worry too much about speed. Like in online gameplay, you have to worry about turn timers, because Civ 5 is a long game and we don't want to... Like, if you get 6 people together, you don't want to drag things out because you're trying to consider what's going to happen next, you know? It's like a courtesy thing, really. I might need to spend some of this money again. I need to protect my investments. Where were you going last? You're going to London now. London's just such a good trade node. I can see why the British conquered half the world. Well, I don't know if they conquered half the world. I think it was more like a third, but I can see why they did. I want to give British people money too. And that helps in conquering the world. Oh. Yeah, with the oversimplified Napoleonic War about the British bankrolling anybody that fights Napoleon. Funny, funny stuff. You know, think about the British Empire as like one of the big, massive, impressive empires, and then you look at some of their spending endeavors, and it's like, how did you guys ever make it that far? Like the British, I'll give them one thing. They're definitely risk takers. They're willing to throw away money on pretty much anything. I mean, you had the American colonies, Napoleonic Wars. They bankrolled a couple of people against the Prussians, I'm pretty sure. They bankrolled the Russians at various points. I don't know if they had any direct investment in Japan, but they probably had something to do with it because they did have trade going on over there after America's gunboat diplomacy episode. So we're getting our first research lab. Got 7 minutes left on the clock. Then I'll probably take a lunch. I think that'll be good. Upcoming session, we traded away some of our votes. So the reason that score screen is there is a menu option. Multiplayer, quick combat, interface. So you can turn it off like that. And then we're gonna. Oh, darn it! I shouldn't have took that deal, should I? Kind of cucked myself there. Let's turn the score list back on because I want to see that stuff. Choose production. You should get a library. That's kind of important. Hey, look, it's the American Navy. What are you blokes up to? You gonna try to attack Konya? You're never gonna get close to it. Like, I haven't defended Konya at all, but it's pretty well defended, to be honest. So we're gonna actually go into upgrades next turn. Upgrade that. Just to give him some deterrent. You know what? I think I should be host. Of all the people who are host and currently have votes, I think, yeah, no, I should be host. And 148. 82, we can take Bratislava. This will help us pad out the votes a little bit longer. Because we are bound by that deal with Morocco. You know what, Songhai? If you're gonna declare war, you just should do it. Because things are not getting better for you. Yeah. I guess in theory they are. What? It's bullshit. I should be host. Oh well. I will be the next host. That much is certain. Get a university. We do have to start moving down this train. Might as well pick up some happiness now while we need it. Morocco has adopted order. That's not good. I was kind of counting on you. Songhai autocracy. Morocco has denounced Songhai. All good things for us. Cape Town has a new ally. You know what? I think I should be the ally of Cape Town. If I'm not. If I am the ally of Cape Town, we're in the right spot. Yeah, look at that. We're not the ally of Cape Town. That's just wrong. Second research lab. Well, third. Oh, flight. Seems good. Problem is we can't really get battleships without some of that juicy oil, which nobody owns. So not Bucharest, not Yerevan, Melbourne. Melbourne might have some of the England has oil. There's some aluminum down there. You might have some oil eventually. Got 2 minutes. 518 science. Probably lagging behind there. Sure. We can get some pressure that way. Oh. Look at that. Negative 26. It's pretty bad, to be honest, but not much we can do about it, to be honest. A hussar. Alright, we'll be saving at the beginning of the next turn for our next session. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you liked the video, to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below about your thoughts on our current game and just how things are going in general. So I will bid you adieu for today.